Hi, it's Machi. That weird little gesture I just did was to show you what I'm wearing before I talk about what I'm about to talk about. I'm wearing blue and red. I just realized that. I mean, I knew what I was wearing, but I didn't really think about it. Um, like, didn't think about it enough until this visual I just received and this meditation that I just interpreted here on my notebook. But anyway, hello. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the Love Freely Tribe. Um, yeah, I posted a video from yesterday, which was just like a recap, just to kind of, I don't know, encourage some new focus. This is the smoke from my incense if you see something fly in front of the screen. Excuse me, but it was just like a little recap to help us refocus, because I know that me personally was kind of, we set such strong intentions for the new moon, and then, like it happens more often than not. Get kind of distracted. You don't realize that your fears are kind of coming in and stopping you from achieving those goals that you set for yourself at the beginning of the moon cycle. And the full moon is coming here soon, August 3rd. Today is July 30th, so we have a few more days. So yesterday I just wanted to do a recap, and then there was this big moment, speaking about shadow work and meditation and stuff like that. So it was definitely a necessary little video, more necessary than I had even intended initially. So it was really cool. But anyway, I guess what I'm saying is I didn't know that I was going to make a video today. I actually was trying to get inspired to create something that I've been having on my mind lately. But oh, sorry, my arm just like cracked. But instead, yeah, I just had like for me personally, last night I had a big energy shift, like a big, me and Spirit had a long, hard talk, basically. And it was amazing. And it's the answers that I received, the questions that I asked, and the answers that I received last night, the messages that I received, were just monumental for my life, marking a new chapter of my life personally. And it just felt amazing. But then I woke up today still feeling amazing, but just still a little scared. A tiny bit of fear, a tiny bit of doubt is still in there. But again, we just have to anchor back into trusting Spirit, especially with the very, very, very cut and clear answers I received to some questions last night. Confirmation, confirmed, no longer need to question anything that I was wondering as far as those questions go. So my doubt is just a habitual thing. My anxiety is just something that I have to cope with and have to heal from still. So enough about me. Basically, that led me to today being like one of those days where I just kind of was, chilling and was kind of floating around in my mind different ideas and things of, what's my next step. I got this new aha moment. I feel like I'm starting chapter 2 of my life kind of thing. And okay, so what's the next step? Where do we go from here? What do I need to plan? What do I need to focus on? And this could be just personal, just because of me personally. I try to get organized, and I try to get a vision going. It excites me, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm on and off in that headspace throughout the day because I don't want to overwork myself mentally about it, because I do want to take everything as it comes. But also I'm like, like I got my questions answered, but also now what? So anyway, flash forward, it starts raining outside, like it does almost every evening here in beautiful Florida. Couldn't speak for a second. starts raining outside, and not a lot, just raining lightly and thundering. And then my fiance had fell asleep. I'm just gonna start calling him Kels. That's what I refer to him as. His name is James, or I say Kels, either one. So he fell asleep, and I was kind of just like, all right, what am I gonna do? I had some inspiration came my way, so I jotted it down in my little phone notebook, just for, again, those next steps that I was kind of wondering like what to do. I know I'm babbling too much about myself, but I promise it's somewhat leading up to what I'm talking about. I get a little carried away with the details. This is just me. But anyway, so as I'm doing this and I'm like feeling good about it, then I look outside, right? And it's like that yellowy tone outside. Like, I don't know if it's just a Florida thing or what, because I've lived in South Carolina before. That's like the only other state I've really lived in, like, for a while. And I don't remember it really ever looking this way, but sometimes at the right time of day, when it's also cloudy and it's also like either just rained or it's gonna rain or it's like in the middle of like lightly raining, in Florida it gets like this yellowy tinge on just the whole, just everywhere. It's just yellowy. It's just so cool. It looks like you're wearing like yellow tinted glasses, and I love it. And so I'm like, well, I have to go outside. This is amazing. This is just absolutely just, it was taking my breath away from inside. So I had to go outside. I go outside. The sky is magnificent. It's like this orangey, like sherbet orangey color, and the cloud, it's like way overcast, it's basically the clouds are this orangey color. It's not really the sky, because I'm just looking at these orange clouds, and some of them are really, flat clouds, like just kind of covering everything, and then some of the clouds are very puffy, cumulonimbus or whatever the heck it's called, and it was just beautiful tones of orange and some, cream colors and white. And then when I look around, it's just like this yellow tint on everything. And then there's this little sliver that just took my breath away. It's like this sliver of like this sky blue, like just this baby blue, just like peeking through. It was like the shape of like an eye almost, like not like a full eye shape, but it was like kind of like if you had an eye just kind of like half shaped like this, and like, a more slanted eye shape, not like a teardrop is I guess what I'm saying. But anyway, so it was just beautiful. It was magnificent. It was peeking through these colors, and I actually have a painting right above me. I don't know if I can show you without messing everything up, but you see that blue sky peeking through in the background? That's actually oh goodness, I'm sorry. Okay, let me get this going. Okay, you do not want to even know the type of setup that I am dealing with. That's not it. Oh my gosh, how did I do this before? Oh no. Okay, that's kind of okay. Anyway, that's actually one of my paintings that I've done, and it was inspired by my fiance, so that's interesting. But anyway, yeah, it was like this beautiful light blue peeking through these orange clouds. It was just, I literally had to sit in it. I had to look at it. It was sprinkling, and then behind me were very, very, very dark clouds thundering, and some lightning-ish, like little tiny flashes of lightning. So eventually I came inside, even though I wanted to stay out there longer, just because sometimes I get a little bit afraid when there's loud thunder. So I was like, that's fine, like, I'm so in love with this, but I'll just go inside. It's all good. I felt the need to come in here and journal about it, and literally I wrote down, it was a mesmerizing sky. It just was. Like, I know that this is sounding kind of silly right now, but all I kept thinking when I was out there staring at it was fire and ice. Fire and ice is what I kept thinking, what I kept hearing, fire and ice, fire and ice. Right? And it was 1001 on the clock just a minute ago when I saw it. And I didn't say it. And I normally say it. And I don't know why I didn't say it, but now I'm saying it. Anyway, so I thought, interesting. Maybe I need to meditate on this, right? So I came in. I've got all these notes. I just want to share them with you. At first I was thinking of this as like some foresight from now to the rest of this year. That was what the vibe I was getting at first. But then by the end of my study here, if you will, I realized that I think Spirit was just kind of sending a message for all of which, I don't know if I'm speaking proper English right now, all of which July has brought us, the month of July this year, because I realized tomorrow is the last day of July, and I've been seeing sevens a lot lately, or just number sequences that break down to a seven, just numerology wise, 1124 on the clock, that's my number. Anyway, and sevens had to do with my study here as well, and then it hit me, 7 July, and sorry, I was counting in my head for something else, but just move past that. Anyway, so now I'm feeling like this is kind of just like an opportunity to be like, we survived July, everything we learned in July, here's what we're going to take away from it. So I just wanted to, as I navigate my new YouTube to share with you all, this is stuff that I would normally just keep to myself. But since I've, embarked on this new journey of sharing messages with the collective, and doing my part as far as psychic work goes, and my service that I can give to you and to whoever is out there that needs it, or is called to be here listening to me, or what have you. I'm trying to navigate like the best way to create these videos and kind of have them, I don't know, kind of explain them in a way so that a new viewer might not get completely confused with how I process this stuff. But anyway, sorry, my lips are chapped. But anyway, I know I'm over explaining, and I'll grow out of that, I promise. But the thing is that, like, I guess I just wanted to put a name to this video when really I don't have to, but I would just show up here and just start talking and channeling and just take it from there. But because this is a YouTube, I feel the need to like categorize things and put titles to them, and this is very difficult for me because it's labeling, and sometimes it's just like, I don't know, I either am great with my labels, or I just have no interest in them and I don't want to use them, and but anyway, if you're still watching, I thank you so much, because this is a wild ride here with me. Oh boy. Anyway, so yeah, I'm receiving this. I want to post this message to you, is what I'm saying. I want to relay this message to you, these messages to you, as a kind of like, if you're feeling like you just went through a lot, because I know you did, this past month of July, and you're just like, well, what the hell was all that? Or, well, now what? I want to relay these messages to you as an indicator, to say from Spirit, like basically, like, all that was, what all that was for, you know what I mean? Like, why you just went through all of that, and not just that, but how beautiful July, like how helpful July has been to you, and with the last day of July here upon us, like how it's going to project us in a positive way into into this next month or just into the rest of the year. But I guess this video is just significant to July and all we've been through, and why and where and how and who, So I'll just get into it. So, it's just amazing because I came in here and I did a meditation. I wrote down fire and ice. I knew what I was going to meditate on. This idea of fire and ice that I kept hearing over and over. I immediately thought of my blue calcite, so I used that as a tool. And obviously my citrine. I love this cute, tiny little citrine. Always makes me happy. Also, I normally say citrine, but I hear most people say citrine. But I would normally say citrine. But I'm from Florida, so that might be my problem. But anyway, so I was using those. Also, orange and blue, right, were the colors I was seeing, so it works in there. That's why I was showing you my outfit. Fire and ice. My shorts are red. My shirt is blue. Fire and ice. I didn't even realize that. So, amazing. Sorry if that was loud in the microphone. So, I'm meditating, right? Let's first mention that citrine is basically healing for all chakras, but I like to use it for navel chakra healing, which is like your inner fire, your inner fire, that word right there, fire, confidence, like just your will to do things and your power behind doing them. Like it's kind of like a more masculine, like warrior energy, like six-pack abs energy. Like you're in there, you're the man, boom, boom, boom. I know that's very extremely layman's terms. It's not at all how I should probably explain it, but you get what I'm saying. Like citrine, it's that inner fire, that just that inner will to just be a badass, like that, just confidence, and so navel chakra healing is big for me because my core is not always rocking, and I don't even mean in a physical, visual way, because we're body positive here, baby. Right? All right. All health, all love at all sizes. Okay, let's talk about that another video. But sometimes I just don't feel confident about achieving my goals, or things like that. And I just don't have that inner fire in me that says, let's do this, So I thought that was really nice to really meditate with that crystal for a little while. And this, of course, is my favorite because I'm Sagittarius. There's question to if I'm have a Libra rising or not, because I technically have a Libra rising, but because of whatever changes, so some people or some websites or some calendars or whatever would say I have a Scorpio rising. So I just don't argue with it. It's fine. I'll just be whichever I am for the day. But anyway, but still, as a Sagittarius, like, I just love being honest, and I sometimes do get afraid to speak my full truth, just because I'm also just personally just someone who avoids conflict and things like that. So anyway, I just love my blue calcite because, especially as someone who likes to sing, it'll help me open my throat chakra for singing purposes, for communicating purposes, because your girl loves to communicate, but also helps calm me down if I'm over communicating, or if I'm saying things that aren't true. Helps not hold me back, but just balance me out a little bit, so that I'm not saying things that aren't true and authentic to myself. And I just loved having this moment with those two, and I love the combination of blue and orange. Like, those pastel-y colors of blue and orange together is just making me so happy when I think about it. I want to eat an orange and drink some water right now. That's what I want. I don't have an orange, but it sounds delicious. Anyway, so the meditation. I know we're already 20 minutes in. I can talk to myself all day. Okay, so, and I do. But anyway, so what I saw was first a bit disturbing. I think it was just a little difficult for me to relax, to be honest, just because I'm a tiny bit sleep deprived. So, I'm going to I'm going to tell you these unsettling images I saw. But again, just take what resonates with you from this, as far as like guidance and advice and foresight goes, and just leave what doesn't, because this could very well just have been my sleep deprivation just messing with my mind, when I was trying to relax in the very, very beginning of my meditation. So sometimes it takes, your girl's got some anxiety. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to really get there, so to speak. So anyway, I saw someone just weeping, just wailing, weeping, and like I said, I've had some shadowy nights, some I don't even know if I want to say tower moment kind of nights, but sort of, this month. And so, yeah, I just saw like a face of a woman weeping. Not when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, it kind of looked like my own face, but maybe not. It just looked like someone weeping. So it kind of just felt like we're flashing. This meditation begun like flashing back, like, through the month itself, like what we've been through. Lots of weeping. So Spirit knows if you've been hurt. Spirit knows. And then there's just like some terror. Like it was like a scary face or something. I don't really know how to describe it. But it was like a creepy vibe. And I think that has to do with anxiety, or just being afraid, just facing your own fears and things, this month, has probably been a challenge for you and, of course, myself. Because we're all connected. Anyway, so you may have been facing some fears this month. You may be yet to face some as well, as what I'm hearing. So it's all good. Remember what we talked about in the last video if you watched it. Shadow work, if you want to, if you need to meditate, or if you need to kind of just throw that hoodie on and be in your cocoon for a while in shadow mode and deal with these fears and things that you're facing. I don't mean to laugh to, what's the word? To like belittle the situation or anything. It's just my own coping mechanism. I just have to make something silly out of everything, and I apologize if that's not your vibe. So I take what you're going through seriously, whatever that is, just as much as I would hope, for someone that cares about me to take what I'm going through seriously. But at the same time, I like to be joyful about life, and I it's just a habit for me to just kind of giggle things off. So I apologize. But anyway, it's just how I am. It means no harm, I guess is what I'm saying. So yeah, you may have been facing a lot of fears this month, or you're still yet to, and that's totally okay. And Spirit wants me to remind you that you're safe. Especially, you're safe at all times. You're protected, and keep yourself in check with your grounding and things like that. But especially when you're doing shadow work and stuff, you're so safe in the shadow. So you're alright. That's your safe place to heal, is when you go and visit your shadow self, when you go into that, thinking about loss and sadness and fears and things like that. You are your safest in that area. Don't ever feel like, don't ever feel like you don't have a place to breathe, is what I'm hearing. But don't ever feel like you don't have a place to be safe while you release that stuff. You're totally safe to face these fears and to face, to experience your, these emotions that could be rising and everything like that. So just don't forget that you are safe, okay? You are safe, I promise you. And Spirit promises you. And I guess I'm hearing Spirit will be there when you need it, I guess is what I'm saying. And so be smart and respectful of yourself, and also, honor your body, honor the others around you. You need to still take responsibility for your actions and things like this. And if there is some type of professional that you need to seek as far as like a concern of safer health or safety, then of course. And as you should know, these videos and these readings, you take with what you feel is for you, and not just that, but like, I don't know, I don't want to go into like liabilities and things like that, but I just hope you all know that what I say is coming from my guides and my intuition, and like from where I what's the word I'm looking for? Just from where I feel guided, I suppose. And from where I'm guided to like present to those energetically connected to me. And so, yeah, I never want anyone watching this to feel like they have to do anything that I'm saying, or that, that there aren't consequences in life or anything like that as a human being living in a society. As far as YouTube goes, it's like you have to kind of clarify this as entertainment, as much as I, I'm kind of like, well, it's spiritual entertainment, I guess, if you want to take it that way. But anyway, I'm just saying things that I probably should have said at the beginning of the video instead of right now. But I just want you to know that you're safe to go through these things, okay? But those of you who may need help in the real world, so to speak, in this, in the 3D world, if you feel like you need help as far as like safety and health things go, always reach out for a professional, I suppose is what I'm saying. So then I saw a head underwater, trigger warning. I don't know if this is going to be creepy for anybody, but it was like a woman, I'm pretty sure it was a woman, kneeling at like a lake and then just like plopping her head in the water. And it was kind of weird, but not for long. It was like an angel came and grabbed them, took them out of that space, took them out of that woe. It felt like this woman was just embodying woe, like WOE, just like I can't say it any way other than that. It's just whoa. That's all I'm hearing and thinking and seeing is whoa. And they were saved. They were pulled. They were pulled by a spirit angel, and they were saved. And I really thought that was beautiful. Then I kind of wasn't attached to this, but then shortly after, like moments later, there was like this phoenix bird, and the fiery phoenix bird, which of course are red and orange and I think purpley and yellow. I guess it depends on what art you're looking at, what depiction of them you're looking at, but they also have blue eyes. I'm like, fire and ice, right? So all those fiery tones and then these ice blue eyes. Well, sapphire, I guess, but still. And I thought that was so interesting, right? And so looking up the symbolism of a phoenix. Well, first of all, I also looked up just Phoenix, Arizona in general, because Phoenix, for myself and James, my fiance, we've always wanted to go to Arizona. So I thought that was cool. I just wanted to look up Phoenix. But, I've never been, but, images that I've seen sometimes, the desert of Arizona has like that orangey sand tone, and then the sky can be very blue, like contrasting it. So I thought that was very cool. But then symbolically, these phoenix birds, right? These Greek mythological creatures, learning how to pronounce things right. Anyway, um, they're associated with renewal and rebirth, but also destruction. Um, and I just thought, wow, I've had an energy shift, like I said, as of last night, personally, so it's coming to you if it hasn't reached you yet. Um, this moment of ending one thing and being reborn from it. You know? Like I said, chapter 2. It just feels like chapter 2 for myself. And I hope that you all get there soon if you haven't got there yet. But I just feel like July we endured so we could have this phoenix moment of kind of dying out like a dying star almost, just burning out as a phoenix does, to be reborn as a phoenix does. I learned that this mythological creature, the phoenix, will be ready to like put an end to, be ready to will be aware, I guess, of the ending of itself, right? Be aware of it, and it will even build its own funeral nest to, you know, burn into ashes in. And then a young, fresh, new phoenix is reborn in the same cycle. And something else about then he turns the ashes into an egg and then brings the egg to the sun god and stuff like that. But the point is that there's rebirth among us, of the self. Excuse me. And I just felt that so hard because that's exactly what the energy shift felt like last night. So if you all haven't felt that yet, it's coming. Your phoenix moment is coming, and I just think it's beautiful. I wanted to read this. This is from Tina Garnett, and it's a book called The Phoenix in Egyptian Arab. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. I think that's how you say it, right? Anyway, and Greek mythology of the long-lived bird. And the quote says, "When it feels its end approaching, it builds a nest with the finest aromatic woods, sets it on fire, and is consumed by the flames. From the pile of ashes, a new phoenix arises, young and powerful." I love that. So it's like something's coming to an end in your life. It could be a relationship. It could be a career change. It could be just something that you've been holding on to that you're ready to let go of. Something in your life is coming to an end, and a brand new phoenix, a brand new you, will arise, like a spring chicken, and as powerful as ever from it. So I hope you keep that in mind. That with whatever destruction you feel is going on in your life, there will be rebirth. And I guess that is kind of resonant to the Tower moment, 3333 on the clock, to the Tower tarot card, because the Tower just fallen apart, but it always brings rebirth. It always brings something new, and something stronger is built in its place, and I think that's fantastic. And not just that, I thought this was key in here. It builds a nest with the finest aromatic woods. Meaning, it feels its end approaching, right? You feel whatever the situation or thing in your life is coming to an end, right? I feel like this phoenix symbol is kind of spirit telling us to make a noble ending, I suppose. I guess some things end abruptly or what have you, but maybe perhaps whatever this is in your life that you're going to be ending, that you're going to be putting an ending on so that you can be reborn anew, stronger, powerfuler, younger, beautifuler, all these things, magnificenter. Whatever you're putting an end to, end it with care. right? End it with nobility. End it with respect. I like that. End it with respect. That's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. So even if it's a relationship that you have coming to an end, maybe this is your message, not to be afraid, and that it will end in respect. You guys will end respectably with each other. If it's you're changing careers, you will, maybe the day you go and say that you're done or quit or put your 2 weeks in or whatever it is, you'll get nothing but respect from doing that. And also, like always, remember, if you don't, if people don't respect this rebirth of you, we release that. We let that go. That's not in our control, right? But I just love this. So something's coming to an end only for the sole purpose of you to be reborn even stronger, even more powerful, even more magnificent, with just this youthful energy about you that you so rightly deserve, right? With this new beginning. But also, whatever is dying, so to speak, whatever is coming to an end, is ending in respect, is a noble end. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's gorgeous. And then I saw grass. I'm not 100% sure what the grass message was, but all I could hear was grass is greener. So I think the message was, and after all this destruction and everything, just to reiterate, just to reconfirm, like, the grass is going to be, much greener once all this destruction is out of the way. And if you paid attention or, tapped into the video that I just posted about shadow work and things like that, I mentioned, like, after a storm when there's all this debris and everything, and you gotta just, you gotta clean it up, you gotta face it, you gotta look at the damage that was done, you gotta look at it, you gotta see what happened, and start cleaning it out, or just start, I don't know, planning what you're gonna do with it all. I feel like this is also kind of like hinting at that theme, like, after a big storm or something like this, or just after, I don't know, after some kind of necessary destruction, still, new grass is going to grow. The grass is still going to be greener at some point. So I guess that's just a small message to take away from the grass visual that I had. But I think it's just reconfirming the message of the phoenix, just in case Spirit was like, she's not going to know what the phoenix means. But she knows what the grass is always greener means, or the grass will be greener, or whatever, I wasn't taking in the grass is always greener, like on the other side type of message. Not what I was taking at all. So don't take that in. I was hearing the grass is greener, or the grass will be greener, or something like that. And it was indicative of, like, new life is going to grow, and it's going to be all right. And it's not going to be this apocalyptic vibe anymore. Very soon you're going to be like, okay, the grass is growing, the grass is green, we're good. After all that destruction, we're back. We're growing, we're strong, we're radiant, we're beautiful, we're powerful. And then I heard, yes, I have fears. It's like a conversation or something. Yes, I have fears. Or yes, I have fears. Something like that. I forget the inflection, but I heard that. And then I heard, it's okay, wait away. Now, this could have been just a message from my spirit guide, because my spirit guide likes to connect with me through water. And I have been trying to make some plans to go see some water and be in water. I wish I had my own pool. Above ground pool is on my list of things I'm manifesting, but until then, I gotta, it's always nice to go in someplace natural, of course, anyway, but planning a beach trip or something soon to be around some water. I think Spirit was telling me to just, it's okay to have fears, just let the water rush over you. Wade away, wade in it. It's all good. You can be afraid, but it's gonna be okay. Just wade away. And so, again, if that resonates with you, perhaps you could find some relief in some water time, to just wade your worries away, and be safe out there when you do that, of course. But yeah, so I thought that was amazing. So I've got a couple other things I want to pick out of this little study here I did, just because the symbolism it just goes on and on. It's nonstop. I love it. Everything's connected. It's amazing. It really is amazing. Okay, so I thought about the orange and blue colors. We already talked about that. Orange and blue. Blue is throat chakra. Orange is sacral chakra. And sacral is like your creativity and your sensuality and stuff like that. I think even like your libido and stuff. And the throat chakra is like truth, communication, honesty, listening. So I thought that was a good message. Just keep in mind of those things in your life. If you are, speaking more than you're listening, maybe find balance in that. If you're, creating too much and you're not resting enough, or if you are, you know, working in a way that's not creative more than you are giving yourself like that place of pleasure, like that moment to be pleasured, that moment to like have pleasure, find pleasure just in life, or sexually too. That's cool, whatever, it's all pleasure. So just tap into those parts of you a little bit more, balance them out, do a little work there, Google it, how to open my throat chakra, how to balance my sacral chakra. You know what to do. Maybe I'll do some fuller chakra videos though, but your girl's gonna stay in her lane as much as she can, because I can only I love learning new things, but I know where I stand on certain things. Like, I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert on certain things when I'm not. So Google. But that's just about as much as I can let you know on that. So I thought that was interesting. And not just that, but blue on the color wheel, right, in art class, blue is the opposite of orange, and vice versa. And so opposites, I'm like opposites. I'm like yin and yang. And I'm like balance, right? Fire and ice. Opposites, fire and ice. Balance. So a big message about all this new energy and all these new insights that we're getting from this new moon cycle that we're in right now. This month of July has graciously brought this upon us. All the stars, all the constellations, all the power in the universe, all the wisdom of our spirit guides has brought us to these insights and these new answers and conclusions and new wisdom, new knowledge. It's all leading towards paying more attention to our balance. We're basically, we're basically learning things about ourselves, learning what to let go, right? And learning new things about ourselves, what we need to let go in order to do these new things, in order to feel new, be new, live new, and more powerful and more us, more authentically, more connected to our higher selves. And then what the lesson is to, practice more balance, right? Because with all these things we're ingesting and all these things we're learning, all these new messages and insights and things, we need to digest them, make sure we're really chewing on them, really internalizing them, right? Really listening. Ooh, throat chakra. Really listening. And then we're going to use those when we're reborn, our brand new Phoenix mode. We're going to use all the lessons we've learned, almost like in a past life, even though, we're still here. It's just like the past self. We're going to use that of what we've learned here in July, as July is approaching its end, and thrust us into the rest of this year as this brand new Phoenix mode, and we're going to keep more awareness into that balance that we need, that maybe we learned about ourselves this month. Maybe we learned, oh, we really got to stop doing that, so maybe we'll do more of this to balance that out. Or we learn oh, you know what, I haven't been doing much of this, but I've been doing way too much of this, so we're going to start balancing that out. Because when you're new Phoenix powerful mode, you're reborn, baby. You're brand new. You're exactly who you want to be. You can create that reality. You are creating that reality, And what's going to maintain that powerfulness is finding more balance. Fire and ice, these opposites attracting, which could also be like a new relationship or something new in your life that you find out you love doing that you didn't realize you would ever even really be that person to love doing that. But yeah, balance and opposites attract. Sorry, my cats are being weird. Anyway, hopefully that made sense. So yeah, I thought that was amazing. So a lot of balance, a lot of yin and yang vibes here. I think it's also like just to be aware of when you are in this brand new phoenix mode after you've had your rebirth moment. If it hasn't come to you, it's coming. To just be aware of, I'm hearing like don't burn out too fast. You know what I mean? Like just keep that balance. You're going to be excited because you're doing a new thing, or you're living a new life, or you just feel like a new person and new energy, new vibes and all this, but make sure you're balancing that out with resting and digesting and chilling. Thank you, Spirit. So fire and ice. So you're going to be like this on fire, brand new phoenix mode. You're like, yes, the old me is kaput. We are doing some new things now. I'm powerful. I'm reborn. I'm on fire. But we need to balance that with, okay, but we're also going to chill because we don't want to burn out so fast. We want to enjoy this. We want to learn from this. We don't just want to gobble up this information and this insight the Spirit's giving us, gobble, and then be all kind of out of line when we're trying to start this new endeavor. No, we want, oh, God dang it. Stop it. Okay, sorry. I have a big thing about frogs. I don't really like frogs that much. And there's a frog in here. Let's go. Go. Okay, sorry about that. I'm probably gonna cut that, cut a clip in between there because I just had to bring the frog outside. I have this weird thing with tree frogs. I don't know, I like toads, and I guess tiny tree frogs don't creep me out, but tree frogs are adorable. It's just when they're next to me and I think about them like touching me, it freaks me out. I'm not sure why. And I'm not weird with bugs or anything like that, really. It's just something about tree frogs. And I'm gonna have to look them up because I'm telling you, just about every single night there's been a tree frog in here. And a lot of the times, I don't know if my cat is bringing them in or if like they're just jumping in and the same cat is finding them. But it's like my same cat is always like got a tree frog, but not like doing anything with it, just like smelling it and just, I don't know, but there's been a tree frog. Oh, sorry, it's got scared again because I'm thinking about him. There's been a tree frog around me at night, almost every single night. Still not comfortable. Anyway, so wherever I was, I don't even know where I was. Just remember to balance chilling as well as being your new fiery phoenix self that you're going to be stepping into, which resonates with me personally already because I'm like, yeah, I get super excited and then I burn out. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to take it. We're going to take it day by day. We're going to balance. We're going to learn how to balance, and it's not going to be easy. I'm hearing it's one day at a time. One day at a time. I need to drink some water. Alright, just a couple more fun little messages I wanted to throw your way, just so you can see what I saw. But if you've listened this far, I really appreciate you, and always feel free to leave comments, let me know, like, what you think so I can do better at improving my video content here. And I'll put my Instagram and stuff below like I normally do, and also feel free to subscribe and all that stuff if you're interested. And And yeah, if you follow my Instagram, I'll put new like promos and things as far as like personal readings or um, different tarot related fortune telling yes or no answer things as well. So all kinds of stuff to help you get through whatever you're going through, or just help you find some insight in whatever you are having some questions about. So anyway, moving forward. Orange and blue, because I'm in Florida, orange and blue also made me think of the Florida Gators, which is a football team for a college, the University of Florida, and that's in Gainesville. And so, anyway, gators, I'm like, okay, all right, what about alligators? So funny that I should ask. Is basically what Spirit would say, I feel like, if I could just say, hey, what about alligators? I guess I could, but I feel like Spirit would speak and say, funny you should ask, which is kind of what they said, because then I looked it up, and then I saw, by the way, thank you, Spirit. I know, I'm joking a lot. Spirit's like, really? You're joking this much today? Yes, I'm joking a lot. I'm sorry, Spirit. I thank you so much for your wisdom. Anyway, so, gators actually are symbolic of, are symbols of finding new knowledge and new wisdom. What have we been talking about? Brand new Phoenix mode, baby. New knowledge, new wisdom. So new insights about ourselves that are leading us to this brand new Phoenix mode, rebirth mode. Creative forces, sacral chakra. This is navel, but you know it can heal all the chakras. Okay, but you know sacral chakra is that's the orange that they're talking about. Creativity. So creative forces being involved here. The end of something. I cannot make this up, y'all. The end of something and the beginning of something new. Alligators symbolize that. Phoenix mode, baby. Phoenix mode. So, not just that, but growth and regeneration. So, growing of self, growing into this new phoenix. And not just that, again, keeping balanced. Fire and ice. Gotta have some fire, gotta have a little bit of ice. Have some ice, gotta have some fire. So, bing, bing, bing. Keeping balance is what the gator is trying to teach us. And not just that, but it also carries a message for some, to shake things up a little bit. You know? Maybe you've been a little bit too hiding under the surface. Maybe it's time to shake it up a little bit. So I love this new Phoenix mode energy. Yes, very knowledgeable, you know, gator, just a wise, you know, alligators, well, I think it's more crocodiles that can age back to, like I don't know a lot about science, you know, just gonna tell you straight up, but I know that they date back to like dinosaur times. I don't know if that's really alligators more than crocodiles, but still, same concept. Just this wise, reptilious creature. Reptilious. Who knows where my words are coming from today? And yeah, can usher in the beginning of something new, the end of something, and the beginning of something new. I love that, and balance. And not just that, but I didn't write it down here, but I am remembering now, thank you, Spirit, that they can symbolize a type of digestion, like digesting these insights, which is what we just said a little bit ago. We can't gobble up all this insight like a baby gator, just chomping away. Oh geez, what are we having? My cat just jumped at something. No more frogs, please, okay, my love? Okay, anyway, never killed a frog, though, I will say that. That's why it's hard to have cats, because they feel like they need to be killing machines. They have the privilege of having a little outdoor space, and sometimes it gets rough, because then there's a frog in the room. But never killed a frog to this day, so knock on wood for that, because I might cry and throw up at the same time. But I always save them in time. Just a quick little tidbit, just to throw this in, to derail us even further. I heard a frog scream. A tree frog screamed, and it was the saddest, most heartbreaking, and also disturbing thing ever because one, I did not know they could do that, so it was terrifying. I thought it was a kitten. I thought one of my cats found a kitten or something. I don't know how they would. It's an enclosed outside area. It's not like a kitten could crawl into it. I don't think it could. It was just so I can't even describe, and my face looked crazy just then. But anyway, yeah, and the light was off, and I turned the light on, and this poor tree frog was up on the wall, and he just went, ah! Like, you know how, like, their mouths are just, like, cracked his mouth open, and, ah! Whatever, scream, oh my god, it broke my heart, terrified me, okay, terrified me, totally terrified me, but broke my heart. I had to wake up my fiance to get the frog out because I was just like, it's screaming, I don't even know what to do right now. Bless my fiance, so grateful for him. He is a champ. So loving, caring, helpful, I love him. But yeah, that's just throwing that in there. That is just crazy. So just know, tree frogs can scream. Alright, anyway, I'm getting really sleepy as I'm telling you this. But I just thought this was awesome. It's like confirmation after confirmation that we are being reborn. We are being reborn, okay? We're rising from the ashes. Thank you, Spirit. we are stealthy. We are stealthy, powerful, strategic, like a wise old gator. And we're learning new things every day. We're creeping around, learning new things about ourselves. It's like we're swimming around our psyche like a gator in a swamp. And we're going to chomp on something, bring something to an end so that we can bring life to something new phoenix mode, okay? And just tapping into that balance. Stay tapped into that balance. I'm just recapping as we go. And then it led me, so looking into the gators, I don't know if this is interesting to anyone or not, but I thought it was very cool. Looking into the gators, for whatever reason, I felt called to click on this specific website that had this specific video that the gators made, kind of in lieu of COVID-19 and all the changes and how we're going to overcome and things like that. And there was some messages that really stuck out to me. At some point they say this is not forever, and that's one of my favorite things to kind of always say. That's my poster over there that says this is not the end. That's kind of like my coined phrase through my art kind of thing that I do. This is not the end, but this is not forever. I loved that. So these struggles, referring to that. And basically in reference to the struggles that we're experiencing, I felt Spirit was speaking to me through this video, which is insane because where else would I ever go to watch some Florida Gators video? But it literally said, you know, in reference to like the struggling in general, this will never hurt our spirit. Never hurt. It will never hurt a spirit this will never hurt our spirit, okay? And then it said a spirit that's been with us all these years. And then it said a spirit that will never be broken. I thought that was beautiful. It gives me goosebumps. It just feels like I just see like this golden rope, you know, that just ties you to your spirit guides, to your angel, you know, that kind of thing, and just it can never be broken. Even through all these crazy times that we experience here as humans on Earth right now in 2020. So just know that. Just know. So when you're going through this destruction mode, which some of you may have not reached yet, or if you're in it right now, or if you just went through it and you're still not sure why you went through it, you know, just know when you're going through this destruction mode, nothing is going to get in between you and the strength that Spirit has, you know, connected with you. Like, nothing's going to get in between what Spirit has in store for you and the love and the compassion and the protection and the wisdom and all these things that Spirit has just for you all the time, for the rest of your days here in this human experience. And yeah, so when you face that, just know, like, just trust. It's not going to last forever. And keep in mind, you're going to be reborn into a brand new phoenix. You're going to be reborn into this young, powerful, fresh, brand new phoenix with this whole new, you know, life, outlook, relationship, goal, whatever it is you're striving for, whatever it is that is coming in as the new. That's all yours. Just so be excited, be ready, but remember to stay a little bit chill too. We gotta find some balance. And so they had this, their slogan or something is, "We are all strong for old Florida." And to me, it resonated more with me because I live in Florida. And the first thing I thought was like, I want to learn more about Florida's history, I guess, because I'm just, I don't know, just not extremely knowledgeable about everything that's gone on where I live at. But anyway, I just really resonated with the "we are all strong." We're all strong. We got this. We're all going Phoenix mode, baby. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Each of us, maybe not the same time, maybe not at the exact same time, but all of us are going Phoenix mode, and I'm so excited because when we get into this new Phoenix mode, we're going to be delivering better services, more authentic services, serving our higher self, our highest purpose, more intently, intuitively, and clearly, and with more power and fire and all this stuff behind it, and that's exactly what we need. That's exactly what we need. Each of us needs to be creating, doing, putting out what puts us at our highest potential. I always have this here. Lift people up to their potential and highest self. Lift people up to their potential and higher self. Like, we can't do that if we're not lifting ourselves there. And this new Phoenix mode is just that. We're lifting ourselves up there. And then we can lift others. And I just am so... You have no idea how freaking excited I am. So excited. Because that's the beauty of 2020. Is this. That's the beauty of 2020. 2020 thus far. Is this. This rebirth of each of us as individuals in our own special, unique ways. And it may not be the last time we're reborn. We may have another rebirth in 2021. Who knows? I'm not going to go that far right now. This is the beauty of 2020. This rebirth. All these tower moments. Destruction after destruction after destruction. So we can be reborn. So we can be serving what we're meant to be serving here on this earth, in this time and place, as who we are now. Because we're only this person, this human, in this experience, uno times, okay? And we're here to serve a purpose to those around us, for the collective. To raise the vibration. To raise, just if you just want to be right here, eye level with me, just to raise hope. Just to raise love. For the self and for others. Like, we've got to do that for ourselves, and then we can give it. And I'm just so stoked because I'm feeling there, and I know each and every one of you and every single one of the people that you know are all going to be getting there in their own divine timing. And it's like the most elongated fireworks show that's just amazing and filled with love. It's like, another one goes off. Oh my goodness, another one, another phoenix, and another one. Oh, another one. And it's just magnificent. I'm so excited. I'm stoked. But we gotta balance it with chill. Okay? Gotta balance it with chill. That message might only be for me. I'm just kidding. Okay, so... and then there was like the time clock numbers that I saw on this video. This is my thought process, okay? This is the message process, I should say. This is like the visual process that happened. So then the time stamp numbers that were on this video that I was watching of the Florida Gators, it, what's the word? What's the math word? It went down to a 7. Numerology wise, like adding the numbers up, like for numerology purposes, it summarized. I want to say summarized, but that doesn't sound right. Whatever. It broke down. It broke down to a 7, and I've been seeing 7s a lot lately, like I told you. So then I'm like, let's get a refresher on what 7 symbolizes in numerology, just because these are things I don't have at the top of my head all the time at this point. But one day Oh, one day I will. But anyway, so seven, the number seven is deep and wide. It's just always digging for. There's more to this. Like seven doesn't want to mess around with just like frivolous, ideas and things. Seven wants to know like the core reason. Like seven wants to be very aware of just like deep, deep, deep. How much deeper can we go about this? Like this is because of this, is because of this, must because of this, is because of something else. And just wants to keep investigating, keep going deeper and learning more and using, and holding on to these insights as wisdom, creating wisdom and awareness, creating awareness. Loves that deep awareness feeling of just, self-awareness is something that we can translate it to here as humans. But yeah, seven just wants to know more on that deep level of, both like emotional stuff and practical stuff. So like seven is all about like the subconscious but also the conscious, like can be very, is balanced, I guess, again with the balance. So it's not overly emotional of a number and it's not overly practical of a number. It likes both, and with that it has this very innate just deep rooted wisdom. It's amazing. It's just very it's like a magic number. I'm getting like magician vibes from it. I know it's associated with the Chariot tarot card, but I'm getting like magician vibes. Like it's just very like deep and best of both worlds kind of thing. Hidden truths. So again, with the blue calcite and the throat chakra, the blue color, truths. So I'm thinking, I'm feeling that as an inner truth. That's what we must find. That's what we are finding as we are leading up to this new Phoenix mode. So hidden truths about yourself, perhaps about just your life that you're seeing for the first time, or you're seeing again because they need to be released, or whatever have you. Take it as it resonates. You know how it's vibing. You know how it's feel. You know how it feels. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, so also 7 July. So then that's when it hit me like, oh, we're recapping on July. And July's ending. So we're just, we're launching into this new Phoenix mode thanks to July. And, this is the last couple of days to like really, be embracing that and really be aware of that. I love that. Chariot, like I said, Chariot tarot card, the Chariot's all about just, full speed ahead. Like onward, we're gone, we're on our way. And then that's kind of the vibe as far as like new careers and new goals and things go with like this rebirth that we're going to be experiencing. We're just like, yeah, let's go. So I like that. Also Libra and Pisces. Libra and Pisces are associated with the Chariot. Libras, super, super, super truthful, most oh god, zodiac sign most associated with like just the truth, the point blank truth. As well as Sagittarius, but Libras is like Libras is like, balance and truth and I guess justice too. I'm hearing justice. Again, I need to learn a little bit more, but yeah. And then Pisces is very emotional, but the most spiritual. So again, it's like a little bit of this and a little bit of that, which is what 7's all about as well. So it just creates this melting pot of wisdom and deep awareness, and I love that. And then just some words to go along, some goodness gracious, some characterizing words to go with 7. Spiritual, curious, analytical, because 7 likes to, dig deep. 2222 on the clock when I said that, but 7 also likes to analyze what it's learning and put like this not practical, I guess is not the right word, but like put this more conscious element to a subconscious awareness. My words are crazy today. We're just saying whatever we want. Anyway, so it's really, really cool. I love this feeling, this vibe with 7 lately. And then these are quote unquote like weaknesses, which is relative, okay? But reclusive, 7s can be reclusive, 7s can be secretive, and 7 can be suspicious because they're thinking so deeply all the time. They may ruin something good, something fine, just because they're always trying to dig deeper, thinking of deeper meanings for everything all the time. I might be able to resonate with that. Just saying. Secretive because they I don't know. Well, let's start with reclusive. Reclusive because they're spending so much time in deep thought that it might take away from them going out there and living, because they just are here in their zone, deep thinking, questioning. And they like doing that. There's nothing wrong with that. They enjoy doing that, but it can make them reclusive. That reclusiveness can kind of create the secretiveness about them, because they start to kind of, lose touch with opening up to people, and 7 has to realize that if they really want deep connections with people, that they kind of do have to let people into that deep part of them as much as they sit in this deep thought alone and everything. They have to let others into that deep thought if they want others to have that deep connection with them. So I'm resonating with this heavily, because I can tell you something about July has got me in this 7, in these kind of weakness showing like traits of 7. That's been a lot of me this July, I'm not gonna lie. So I think this is also just to balance. Sorry, I'm like thirsty as hell and I'm getting tired. Okay, so again, another confirmation of the balance that we need to be aware of at all times. Life is about balance. But specifically now, we're balancing these traits that we may be experiencing right now, these 7 traits, 7 numerology traits. So, as curious about ourselves and about others, sorry, my nose has just been itching a lot. As curious as we have been about ourselves and about others, as analytical as we want to be about things, and ooh, here's a clue to this, and ooh, what about this, and ooh, but this happened, ooh, let's dig deeper. We also need to be aware of if we're being overly reclusive, if we're keeping people out a little bit too much, and if we are kind of putting people on trial, being very overly suspicious about people because of how deeply we've been thinking. So that's just another thing to throw in there. I resonate with that deeply, but if it reaches anybody else, I just wanted to throw that out there, because I know that was for sure a message from Spirit to me, to be like, hey, Machi, you want to go see the sunlight tomorrow, maybe? Anyway, much love to you all. I'll get this video posted right about now. My nose is just itching. Okay. I thank you all so much, and yeah, I don't have like a donation thing made for Love Freely Tribe at this moment, but if you wanted to donate, no, wow, what accent, if you wanted to donate or anything, you can always just find me on Instagram and let me know, or I guess I could put my personal PayPal, like my Machi PayPal, in like what I do for like art commissions and stuff. I guess I could put that in the bio, just because I'm saving up for like some new decks and things for the channel. And so yeah, that'd be cool, but otherwise it's all good. I just want to give my love to you. Thank you for listening. Sorry about the interruptions. Such is life. I'm definitely gonna look up, oh my gosh, tree frogs. Wow, something about channeling, and your nose getting itchy, you know what I mean? So I know I'm not the only one. But yeah, I just want to give you my love, and I think one of my cats is scratching the door, and yeah, I want to just take a minute, a couple deep breaths if you want to join me. visualize that brand new phoenix you'll be born into after all this, all the ashes have cleared, all the ashes have fallen. Just know whatever's coming to an end in your life, or whatever has come to an end, is all for a reason, and is ending nobly, is ending with nobility, ending with respect, ending, you know, like the death of some royalty or something, not to bring that up in any weird way, but just know it's not ending in vain. It's not ending like with any love lost or anything. Ooh, God, thank you, Spirit, that hit home. It's not ending with any love lost. It's not ending with any love lost. It's just so you can grow. It's just so you can learn something new. It's just so you can be reborn, baby. New Phoenix mode. Okay, I love that. Whew. Alright, I appreciate you all so much. I'm going to go balance myself with some rest. So, much love to you. And again, feel free to leave a comment and help me know how to help you more. So, but yeah, much love to you. Thank you for watching. Love freely.